I love being a part of my mother's lesbian Jewish Wiccan wedding, and not just because it's probably the craziest title for a play I've ever been in. It's my first show with Minnesota Jewish Theater Company. I've auditioned for them off and on over the years, and I've never gotten cast, so it was really exciting to go to the callback and really start researching the show, and beyond the crazy title, discovering how heartfelt the show is, how funny the show is, and how, even though there's a political background to it, how it's mostly about family and about love. And so that's really cool. I'm also a huge advocate for same-sex marriage, and hope that very soon, within the next couple of years, that we see it throughout our entire country. So to be in a play that really speaks to me politically and my core beliefs, and as I've been struggling with my own religious views, not that, struggling I should say with my church and their religious views on same-sex marriage, to see how much Claire, the character's spirituality, comes into play as she gets to be who her authentic self is. And that's the woman I get to marry in the play. That's my answer to that.
Wonderful.
My favorite moment in the play, there's lots of them, because it's a very funny play. There's moments I stand backstage just to hear Matt say something and hear the audience react to it, or I peek where the audience can't see me just to see what they're doing. But personally, for me, when I'm out there, it's stepping up into the wedding. We have all the stuff leading to actually getting married. It was a very emotional scene leading right before the wedding, and everything comes together, and the hope is brought out, and all the Wiccan objects are brought out, and we're standing there. And all of these characters have now journeyed over the years, and we've all come to this moment. So it's just not about my character and the woman I'm married, but Bonnie Allen's character, who has gone through her own journey to get there and preside over our wedding. And I think that's kind of interesting, because a week before reprising this show, my own sister, who is a lesbian, was able to be married, and I was her witness, and I stood on that beach in Delaware with my family, and I looked at my parents in their 80s and their journey when it comes to same-sex marriage, and my older brother, who I never thought would approve of it. And so kind of in the same way, personally, it made that journey, and the characters in the show make that journey to get to that point where we're all there to see two people who love each other vow to spend the rest of their life together. So I've been a part of the Twin Cities acting scene for many years. I came here soon after college from the East Coast, landed in the Midwest, and heard about this great theater dance scene going on in the Twin Cities. So friends auditioned for dance companies. I moved up here. I came with this little teeny car packed to the brim with everything I owned, an air mattress and a cardboard set of drawers, and I just never looked back. I've always worked. The early years auditioning for everything, to get to know the directors, to get to know other actors, to get to know who the theater companies were. So being a working actor means you're constantly looking for the next job. So last year, my big jobs were at the Guthrie. I was in HMS Pinafore, spent the summer doing that. Then I was an understudy for A Christmas Carol, and it was during the fall that I auditioned for Minnesota Jewish Theater. And so then I think that became where I started in the winter, working on my mother's lesbian Jewish Wiccan wedding. So I went from probably one of the biggest contracts of my career to a very small one. I think I am the only equity actor in the show. But professionally, I don't see a big difference, other than I'm in a smaller cast. We have fewer shows each week, but I have found Minnesota Jewish Theater to be a great company to work for. I really adore Barbara Brooks, and I love getting to know her. I appreciate the stage management and how concerned our stage manager was, just to make sure she's following all the equity rules. I mean, it's no big deal, but those little things mean a lot. And my fellow actors are incredibly professional and talented, and I would work with Minnesota Jewish Theater Company again in a heartbeat. It's been great.